Yeah, this video is also still on New Year's. What the fuck? Just later in the day. But I was just going to Walgreens earlier, getting some toothpaste or whatever that ran out. And I just randomly popped in my head how people's lives are like so different. Life can have like different meanings or different purposes for other people. I don't know if I said that right, but like what I'm saying is like you get all this advice in life, like chase your dreams, never give up, take breaks, you know, rest at the top, things that kind of contradict each other, right? And that would confuse me personally. That would confuse me a lot, because like just hearing all that conflicting advice, all that conflicting knowledge from different people. Because it's like, okay, wait, like I'm feeling tired, right? And it's like, okay, well, I should take a break. But no, someone so who's also successful says, oh, I need to keep going, you rest at the top. And then it's like, it depends on who you are and like what your journey is, like dead ass. I'm not trying, I don't want to just try and sound like prophetic. Is that a word? I'm not trying to sound like a fucking gypsy. I don't see. I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. What does that word even mean? Was a member of people originating in South Asia and traditionally having an itinerant way of living, itinerant way of life, living widely dispersed across the internet. A nomadic free spirit person. Itinerant. What does that mean? Traveling from place to place. That's not what I meant to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to sound like my word is the holy grail. I'm just yeah. Like basically, like depending on who you are and like what you need in life, like what your fucking path is on your journey. That's the type of like lifestyle, like the type of advice that you'll take. You know what I'm saying? Like someone's in one person's life, they might need to learn how to trust people or something, like open up, whatever. But in another person's life, they're like whole lesson they need to learn is how to not trust as many people. You know what I'm saying? In another person's life, their lesson is to try to listen to people more, like not think that you have things figured out all the time. In another person's life, it's to listen to people less. You feel me? So it's like all about like who you are, like what works for you in your specific situation. You feel me? Like I feel like a big thing, like it could be in terms of family, you know, like for someone their life lesson might be about like trying to get closer to a family member, might trying to get closer or some shit, just in that way. And like of course that seems like, oh, that's a lesson that everyone needs to learn, like getting closer to your family. Yeah, that seems like a lesson everyone needs to learn. That's what the journey is when it comes to family. No, for some people, actually, the like family you're in, the community you're in, might be toxic. You know what I mean? So really, your journey is to try and like you need to learn how to separate yourself. It might be tough because that is literally your family. That is literally what you know. That's your community. But like you need to literally separate yourself from that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Some people might think, oh, that's kind of messed up. Like these are your people. These are who you've grown up with. And of course, for you, like you're gonna want to be getting close to that because like that's your life journey. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to learn how to be closer to the community you're a part of. But for other people, maybe that community they're in is actually what's holding them back, and they can learn how to disconnect from that community. So that's what I mean when I say like life is just different for other people, like different people. You feel me? There's not one way. There's not one definitive, objective way to like live a life. You know. So it's like you be seeing different people give advice on like their parts of life or whatever about you should do it like this. You should work hard, no rest, yada yada yada. But that might not work for some people. Some people they need to take that time off. They need to rest. They need to do whatever. Say they might need to literally take a step back from what they're doing for however long they need to take a step back from it. And that's what they need to do. But yeah, bro. Um, that's me getting a call from my mom. 1 second. Yeah, I just got a call from my mom. I gotta go. But I hope y'all understood my message in this video. You know what I'm saying? Just there's different ways of living life. Don't think there's only one way to live a life. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you have to follow their way or their way or their way. You gotta follow the way that like works for you. If that makes sense. You feel me? But anyways, yeah. Hope y'all taking care of yourselves, loving yourselves. Make sure y'all keeping your crown and all that stuff. This is my crown, right? This is my crown right here. I got fucked up with the mirror. But yeah, I would appreciate it if you sub, shared, comment, whatever. Goodbye, good luck. Love you.